They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone.
Hey there, YouTube. This is Cine Dave for Cine Dave Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing Disciples of Shaolin. This is a Shaw Brothers film that came out in 1975, and just one of their many martial arts movies. So this one had a kind of an interesting plot where we had two competing silk factories that were going up against each other. One was jealous of the other one because their silk was a lot finer and they couldn't interest any buyers. So the obvious fight ensues between both of them. And then a stranger shows up and he sees his friend who was working at the better I guess textile hand factory. They have looms, everything's done by hand. And in these type of films, you can't always tell what actual time period it's set in. One of the clues in this one was the pocket watches that had sound, so I'm assuming this is set in the 1800s. But usually that doesn't really have a big impact on the film, and it really didn't have one in this one. There was an interesting love interest, and I was interested in seeing where that was going to go. Unfortunately, the movie went pretty well until it was about 2/3 of the way through. Then I think they kind of lost the plot, and it went into martial arts tropey areas. The lead basically gets killed off almost at the end of the movie. And in like the last 5 minutes of the movie, his friend shows up and kills the guy that killed his friend. So spoilers if you haven't seen it already. One of the things I like about Amazon Prime is, I don't know if they've remastered the movies or if somebody else has remastered them before it went to Amazon, and I like to see that for the martial arts movies when they're remastered. I grew up watching Black Belt Theater and seeing all the grainy and worn out films. They would just broadcast straight onto television. On this one, they had a really good idea that they started out doing with the textile battle, I guess you could call it. And they had an opportunity with another part where the good guy was trying to win these cricket fights, and all that stuff was just off screen, and they could have used that to further the plot, and they didn't use it at all. And the problem with the plot was, when you got 2/3 of the way through, they seemed to lose direction as far as what they wanted the character to do. And another odd thing I noticed, some of the times you'll see titles and the title has nothing to do with the movie. Like this one, Disciples of Shaolin, I didn't really see anything that related to Shaolin other than the typical opening sequence you see, a montage of a person doing martial arts. And I didn't even see him use the arm rings that he's using in the opening sequence, which was kind of disappointing. These films are mostly, I guess I could say, a guilty pleasure. Even the bad ones. The highlight for me is watching the fight scenes, how original they are. They've got interesting fight choreography, and a lot of the times they'll have the really overacted death scenes. This one was no different. I would say an overall rating is going to be right around a C to a C minus because of the plot issues. But if you want to watch a martial arts movie that's a little bit different and definitely fun to watch, especially the fight scenes, I would recommend it just to watch it. I don't know if it's available on any place other than Amazon Prime, but if you could find it, I'd say go ahead and watch it. And if you like this review, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe bell if you want to see more movie reviews from me. And I will see you in the next review.